Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a deep dive into something I know a lot of you are familiar with, TF2's casual mode.
Yeah, definitely one of the most popular ways to play.
Exactly. But even if you spent hundreds of hours in casual, we might uncover some surprises along the way. Our main source for this deep dive is, of course, the Team Fortress Wiki.
Always a great resource.
Absolutely. So let's get right into it. What are we going to uncover in this deep dive? Well, first, we'll tackle how that matchmaking system actually works behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's more complex than you might think.
Right. Then we'll unravel the mystery of the casual rank and those shiny badges. Are they just for show, or is there something more to them? And get this, we'll find out how the game actually encourages balanced teams with a little extra something for those who are willing to be team players.
That's right, there's a bonus in there for good sportsmanship.
I love that. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is casual mode?
Casual mode is all about just jumping into the action and having a good time. It's a great way to experience the wide variety of game modes and maps that TF2 has to offer.
Without the stress of competitive play.
Exactly, it's designed to be more relaxed.
Right. So how does it differ from competitive mode? Give us the rundown.
Well, the main difference is that casual mode focuses on creating balanced matches based on factors like ping and open slots. But it prioritizes getting you into a game quickly. Competitive is more about strictly ranked matchmaking.
So it's possible to join a casual match that's already in progress?
Yeah, that can happen sometimes. The system tries to fill those empty slots as quickly as possible to keep the matches rolling.
Interesting. So you might be the hero that arrives just in time to turn the tide.
Exactly. Never underestimate the power of reinforcements.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, the wiki mentions a bunch of different game modes and maps. How does that work in casual?
It's pretty flexible. You've got your core modes, which are the classic TF2 experiences like capture the flag and attack defend.
Yeah, those are the staples.
Right. And then there are alternative modes, which are, a bit more unique.
Like those wild payload race maps. I love those.
Exactly. And you get to choose which maps you want to play within those categories.
Oh, wow. So you're not just stuck with whatever the game throws at you?
Nope. You have some control over your destiny. And of course, you can play solo or team up with friends.
Speaking of friends, how does partying up in casual work compared to the old Quickplay system?
In Quickplay, you could directly join a friend's game, right?
Yeah.
Casual mode is a bit different. It still uses matchmaking, so you'll be grouped together, but you might end up on different teams.
Ah, okay, so you could end up fighting against your buddies.
Exactly. Makes things a little more interesting, don't you think?
For sure. Okay, now this is something I've always been curious about. What's the deal with the casual rank? You know those badges you get that level up?
Oh, yeah.
I always assumed it was like a skill rating.
Nope. This is where a lot of people get confused.
So it's not like competitive ranking.
Not at all. The casual rank is purely cosmetic. It's basically a way to show off how much time you've dedicated to casual mode.
So it's like a participation award. That's kind of funny.
It's more like a badge of honor for your playtime, not your skill.
Interesting. So somebody could be an absolute pro, but have a low casual rank.
Absolutely. If they haven't played much casual, their rank won't reflect their true skill level.
Wow, I never realized that. I guess I was always reading too much into those badges.
It's easy to do. But the devs wanted to keep casual mode relaxed and fun without the pressure of a skill-based ranking system.
Makes sense. You wouldn't want people raging over their casual rank, right?
Definitely not. It's all about enjoying the game and trying new things without feeling judged.
I like that. But here's the thing that's bugging me. If the casual rank doesn't reflect skill, how does the game ensure that the matches are somewhat fair?
That's where the hidden matchmaking system comes in. Casual mode actually uses something called MMR, or matchmaking rank, which is based on your actual skill.
Wait, so there's like a secret ranking system?
Exactly. It works behind the scenes to try and match you with players of similar ability.
So my badge might say civilian, but I could be getting matched with elite players.
Precisely. It's all about creating balanced and engaging matches, regardless of what your shiny badge says.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I always thought those badges were the whole story.
It's definitely a layer of depth that most people don't realize is there.
That's fascinating. So we've got this hidden MMR system making sure things are relatively fair, but what are some of the other things that make casual mode unique? I'm curious to hear more about how the game promotes fairness and that more relaxed playstyle. What else is there?
Well, one thing that really comes to mind is the spear setting.
Oh yeah, spewer. I've heard of that.
It's a server setting that basically disables custom files.
So no crazy mods or scripts that could give players an unfair advantage.
Exactly. Except for HUDs and hit sounds, everything else is standardized.
Right. It makes sense. You want a level playing field, especially in casual.
Absolutely. Keeps things fair and focused on the core gameplay.
So it's more about your skills and less about who has the fanciest mods.
Precisely. And speaking of fairness, there's also that auto balance system they introduced a while back.
Auto balance? Really?
Yep. It tries to keep the teams even if players leave mid-match.
Huh. I've never really noticed that in action. How does it work?
Well, let's say one team starts getting outnumbered.
Okay.
The system will actually ask players if they're willing to switch teams to even things out.
And do people actually do it?
You bet they do. Especially because there's a little incentive.
There is.
Yeah, those who switch get bonus XP.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's like rewarding good sportsmanship.
Exactly. It encourages players to help keep the matches balanced and fun for everyone.
I gotta give them props for that. It's a really clever way to encourage a positive and cooperative atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a subtle but effective way to promote teamwork.
For sure. Okay, so we've got the hidden MMR, Cispure, and auto balance. It's really cool to see all these systems working behind the scenes to make casual mode a smooth experience.
It's all about finding that balance between accessibility and competitive spirit.
Right. So going back to map selection for a second, the wiki mentions core and alternative game modes. What's the difference?
It's basically a way to categorize the maps and game modes.
Got it.
You've got your core modes like capture the flag, attack defend, control points, the classic TF2 stuff.
Yeah, the ones that are in competitive too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you've got alternative modes.
Which are a bit more, shall we say, unconventional.
Yeah, you could say that. They offer a different kind of gameplay experience.
Like those payload race maps where everyone's just running around like crazy.
Those are a prime example. And there's also Pastime, which is that football-inspired mode.
Oh yeah, Pastime. I forgot about that one. And in casual, I can actually choose which maps I want to play within those categories.
That's right. You can filter out the ones you don't like.
That's awesome. It gives players so much more control over their experience. I remember back in the Quickplay days, you just got whatever the server was running.
Yeah, casual mode definitely offers a lot more flexibility.
And they even have those special events with limited time maps, right?
Oh yeah, like the Halloween maps. Always a fun time.
Those are the best. It's great that they keep things fresh with those events. Okay, so we've covered a lot. Hidden MMR, Cispure, auto balance, tons of map variety.
It's clear that the developers have put a lot of thought into making casual mode a well-rounded and enjoyable experience.
Absolutely. But now I'm wondering, with all these systems in place, is there anything else players should keep in mind when jumping into casual mode?
Well, one thing I always tell people is to not get too hung up on the casual rank. Remember, it's just a reflection of your playtime, not your skill.
Right. Those badges are more like participation trophies.
Exactly. Don't let it stress you out. The main goal is to have fun, experiment, and enjoy the game.
I think that's crucial advice. It's easy to get caught up in the competitive aspect, even in casual modes.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's good to just remember why we play games in the first place.
For the pure enjoyment of it.
Exactly. You know what I love about casual mode? It's a great opportunity to just try out different classes and weapons.
Oh, for sure. It's a low-stakes environment where you can experiment without worrying about letting your team down.
Totally. It's like a giant sandbox where you can just mess around and discover new things.
And who knows, you might even stumble upon a new favorite class or weapon combo.
Right. It's all about discovery and having fun. Okay, so don't stress about casual rank. Embrace experimentation. What other words of wisdom do you have before we wrap up this deep dive on casual mode?
I guess the biggest thing is to just, go with the flow, embrace the chaos.
Embrace the chaos. I like that.
Casual mode, it's not always going to be perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
You'll run into all sorts of players, different skill levels, play styles.
Yeah.
That's all part of the fun, the unpredictability.
Yeah, that's what keeps it interesting.
Exactly. One match you might be sweating it out down to the last second.
Right.
The next, you're just goofing off, having a blast.
It's like, yeah, you said it, a box of chocolates.
Exactly. But no matter what, just have fun, Don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, keep it light.
And like we said, try those different classes, different weapons. Casual's the perfect place for that.
Yeah, no pressure to be the best. Just try things out.
Might even find your new main.
Or a new hat. Gotta love those hats.
Of course. Gotta have the hats.
All right, so summing it all up, Casual mode. It's a great way to experience TF2 without that competitive stress.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got the hidden MMR to keep things fair, Spure for a level playing field, even that auto-balance system.
And tons of maps to choose from.
Oh yeah, so much variety. And of course, the chance to experiment, try new things, have fun with it.
Exactly. Just relax. Enjoy the game with friends or even strangers.
Well said. I think we've pretty much covered it all, right? The ins and outs of casual mode.
Yeah, I think we hit all the main points.
But of course, if anyone wants to dig even deeper, there's always the Team Fortress Wiki.
Oh yeah, the wiki's got everything you could ever want to know.
It's a goldmine of information. So to all you casual players out there, keep having fun, keep experimenting, and keep on rocking those awesome hats.
Maybe we'll see you out there on the battlefield.
Until next time, keep on diving deep.